these days, when we look into families, marriages, okay, everybody struggles, okay, especially in marriage. We all go through struggles, right? None of us is a perfect marriage, okay? We are all imperfect people, okay? But we are united and somehow we manage, that's it. But remember, the Bible always has something to say. And the greatest thing and the important thing is marriage is actually love. We all know that. But when we talk about love, we just say love. We quote the verse, husbands, love your wives. That's it. God loved us. Okay. Love one another. Okay. All these things are there. The sad thing is, in English, there is scarcity for words, especially the word love. There's only one word, love. I love God. Wow. God loved me. Okay, good. I love my dog. That's also love. So, there's only one word, love. And Malayalam it says, sneham. And there's one other pure word which is in the Bible, which the cinema people, movie people took it. And it has become an ichichi word now, premam. If you hear the word prema, hey. But honestly speaking, that's a very divine word. That's in the Bible. So in English, when we talk about love, especially for the newlyweds and all the ones who are married here, your marriage actually, your house which you are building, the foundation is very, very important. And that foundation is unconditional love. That is what is called agape. In the Bible, there are 4 kinds of love. So, number 1 is agape. That is unconditional, and that's the foundation. This building has a foundation. Has anyone seen the foundation of this building? No. You all see the building, but where is the foundation? The very reason for this building to stay like this is the foundation. Because of the strong foundation, this building is standing. So your marriage should be built on agape, unconditional love. Ephesians 5:25 says, husbands, love your wives, just as Christ loved the church. How did Christ love his church? By giving himself for her. Anish, give yourselves to her. Let me see how much she will give. Then I'll decide. That's what every husband waits for. You can keep on waiting, but start doing it. Okay? So, that unconditional love, especially husband, I always, when I conduct weddings, I say this. It's very interesting that the Bible says to the husbands to love, whereas it is not said for the wives to love. Do you know why? Because wives, even otherwise, they love. We are not that lovable, but still you love. Because in the Garden of Eden, when God said to Adam and Eve, after sinning, they were kind of punished, okay? Look, he looked to Eve and said, hey, ninte ishtam eppoഴും ninte bharthavinodaayirikkum. You will always love your husband. That's why in Kerala's scenario, you know that some husbands are alcoholic. They go to work and evening they come on 4 wheels. And then they will start all kinds of tamasha. The next day also this fellow will come like that, and the wife will cook food and wait for him. Why should the wife wait for the husband who is abusing her almost every day? Why is she waiting with the food? I don't know about today's wives, okay? എത്ര ചട്ടിയും കലവും പൊട്ടിച്ചാലും അടുത്ത ദിവസവും പുതിയ ചട്ടി മേടിച്ച് കലം മേടിച്ച് ചോറും കറിയും വെച്ച് കാത്തിരിക്കും. That's the heart of a woman. She will love. So the husband is supposed to love. And for the wife it is said, submit to your husbands. So as I said, love for the husband, God has to say, love your wife. That means for husbands, love is not that natural. That's why we have to be commanded, hey guy, love your wife. But to the wife, it's not needed. They will love. But to the wife, God has to say, submit to your husband. That is not natural. That's why when a husband naturally loves a wife, naturally the wife will submit. Submit simply means respect or honor. That's the right word. Honor, giving honor. Because he is my head. Okay? One wife said, yeah, he is my head, but I am the neck. If we need to turn, I have to decide, because I am the neck. Wives, don't be the neck, okay? Let him be the head. Okay, let him take decisions. But you are also included, okay, in him. And I always ask the bridegroom's mother during weddings. If your mom was there, I would have asked her. When she delivered this baby, okay, someone gave bath and everything and all. But no one noticed. Something was missing. That was a rib. But he never noticed it. No scanning or X-ray never was seen in that, right? But 2 days back, that ugly piece of rib came to his right side as a beautiful woman. That is God. Okay. So a man is complete when the woman comes to his life and they both are one. One teacher in YWAM took a class on marriage. He said, and the two shall become one. Don't ask which one. The problem today is, okay, we say that we are one, but we are always quarreling which one. Who is biggest? Who is right? Who is wrong? So never ask that question, okay? And the Lord said, they both shall be one. That's it. Stop there. So the foundation is agape, and then comes the frame. The walls. The walls actually signifies companionship love. Companionship. That means open communication. Shared activities. You can wash the car together, right? You don't have to wash the car alone. You can also join. Okay? Okay. Laughter. And even tears. You can cry. Okay. Don't cry. Don't go to your mama and cry. Okay? That you will not do. I know that. Never do that. Okay? If you want to cry, go to him and cry. If you want to cry, don't go to your sister. Okay? So share. Remember, these provide a living space for your love to grow. When you share and do things, when you share your joy, when you share your sorrow, that gives a space for you to grow. In other words, you should be your spouse's best friend. That's a sad thing which I noticed today. If you get a joke in the WhatsApp, to whom do you usually forward it first? Wife. Yappa. Over all irukkingle. Bala says, I will phone panni check panni paakanum. He forwards all the jokes to his wife. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's the way it should be. But honestly speaking, husbands, I know, you will forward to everyone under the sun except your wife. If you feel sad, to whom do you first share it with? Is it your spouse? If not, that shows you and your spouse, you are not good friends. So, your husband or your wife should be your friend. Exactly, that's it. You should have that friendship. Okay. That's why in Song of Solomon, verse 5:16, it says, "My lover, my friend." So, Alina, who is Anish? Yeah, my lover, my friend. എൻ്റെ പ്രിയൻ. നമ്മൾ ചുമ്മാ പ്രിയൻ എന്നുള്ള ചുമ്മാ ഉള്ള മലയാളം പാട്ടി മുഴുവൻ എൻ പ്രിയൻ പ്രിയൻ. എന്തോ ഈ പ്രിയൻ? ലവർ. ലവർ ഈസ് പ്രിയൻ. ആർക്കെല്ലാം അത് മനസ്സിലായോ? ഇല്ല, ചുമ്മാ വെച്ചടിക്കുക. ഉണ്ടായ കാലം തൊട്ട് പ്രിയൻ പ്രിയൻ പ്രിയൻ, എൻ പ്രിയനെ പോയി സുന്ദരനായി. ഓക്കെ, മൈ ലവർ, മൈ ഫ്രണ്ട്. ആൻഡ് that kind of love is called filio. Filio love. That love makes the agape love enjoyable. The agape is under, it's not seen outside, right? But that's the foundation. So how do you enjoy that agape? By having this filio, friendship love. That's actually having tender affection toward your mate. Having a tender affection. Filial love is that something which you see in another person that draws you to her or him. Love at first sight. What was that? That filio, that friendship love. Hey, he is good, she is good. It's one thing to unconditionally love someone whom you don't like to be around because they irritate you. But it's quite another thing to unconditionally love someone who is tenderly affectionate to you. The tender affection of filial love makes the unconditional love or agape enjoyable, or it's the joy of friendship. So be friends. It's not to Anish and Alina alone, it's to all couples here. Enjoy the joy of friendship. Okay, once the foundation and the frame are in place, now comes the roof. Now this building has a roof, right? That is the third kind of love. That is the love which the Hollywood or the Bollywood, they celebrate this love. What is that? Romantic love. Unfortunately, the movie, the entertainment world highlights this love, romantic, romance. And this roof has to rest upon this frame. But the frame has to have a strong foundation. This roof is the peak experience, right? That's why Song of Solomon says in chapter 2 and verse 5, I am faint with love. മലയാളത്തിൽ ഞാൻ പ്രേമപരവശനായിരിക്കുന്നു. That's the peak, that's the roof. So, remember, this roof should be kept where? On a strong foundation and on a strong wall, and only on top of it you should put that roof. But today's young generation, especially look into the world, a lot of people just see a girl or a boy, oh wow, look at the celebrities, many of the stories of the marriages of celebrities. The media, they promote all kind of things. Some of the celebrity weddings, look at Charles and Diana. That was a wedding that was viewed or seen by millions and millions of people. And everybody was after them. Wow, what happened to them? What about the movie stars? I don't want to name anyone. What happened? Did they have the foundation agape in their marriage? No. Did they have the filio? No. They just had that's the third kind of love, storge, S-T-O-R-G-E. The thing is, okay, many times the roof may leak, but you can still repair it. Even with the strong foundation and the right walls, your roof can sometimes give you problem. Those who have built houses, okay, I know that many times you have to repair the roof. Yeah, you can still repair, don't worry. But you don't have to demolish the house. Many couples, many marriages, when it comes to some leak, they immediately go and file a divorce. That's not an excuse. You can still repair it. By the grace of God, you can repair your marriage. And the fourth kind of love, that's also in the Bible. All these four loves are in the Bible, remember. And this third love, again, the storge, is actually a physical show of affection that results from a pure motive. It may be a hug, a kiss, or any genuine, or what do you call, expression of a genuine affection. Males are different from females, okay? There is a beautiful book I can recommend for you to read. I don't know whether it's available here in the bookstore now. I love you, but why are we so different? That's a beautiful book I used to recommend for all when they come for premarital counseling. I love you, but why are we so different? Yes, God has created you differently because you are a male and she is a female. Okay, so males are definitely different than females, and a wife usually needs this kind of love more than from her husband. She may not demand it, sometimes she expects this affection. And finally, after the building is complete, the furniture and everything is moved to the house, and now the house is complete. That's the fourth kind of love, which you fill with. What is that? That is, for some it is an ichichi word, eros, erotic love. Erotic love. That is needed to make your marriage. Eros is the fulfillment of the physical desire, physical sexual desire that a husband and wife show to each other. It's when the two become one flesh. Matthew 19:5. Jesus himself said, and the two shall become one flesh. So when all four types of love operate in a marriage, the marriage is complete. Now you'll be wondering, I'm 65 and he is 70. What complete? Some of you will be wondering. But there is hope. There is hope. Start from the foundation. Start from the foundation. A picture of complete marriage is where a husband and wife who lay down their life for each other, that is agape, no matter how many times they offend each other and causes them to have ill feelings, they both have tender affection toward each other, that is filio. They enjoy each other's company because they are the best friends. Because they enjoy each other, they still hug, they kiss, they hold hands and do nice things for their mates. And that is storge love. Because their hearts are filled with agape, filio and storge. A warm, passionate desire arises within both of them to enjoy each other. That is eros. Now that kind of God-centered marriage will weather any storm. Etra kaattum koolum adikkatte. Veedu veenu pogathilla. That house will stand. Why? It has been built on a strong rock foundation. So your foundation should be, Jesus is your foundation. The Word of God should be your foundation. So build your family life on that foundation. Okay? This was your post-marital counseling. Okay, God bless you.
If today's sermon has blessed you and you would like to stay connected with our community and receive more inspiring messages, I invite you to subscribe to our channel. By subscribing, you'll get access to latest sermons, Bible studies, and many more uplifting content. Let's stay connected and continue growing in our faith together. Subscribe now and join a community of believers seeking to deepen the relationship with God. May God bless you.